Chapter 9, Lifespan and Development. So, lifespan development is the study of how you remain over the course of your life, the changes that you have, socio-emotional, cognitive, physical, all of that. So, prior to Erik Erikson, it was believed that we just kind of ended at adolescence, that we were the same after we had adolescence, which we now know is really different because we're so different. Even if you're 18 right now, you still feel different from 13 or maybe even when you turned 18 before. So we've extended lifespan development to look at the entire lifespan. We look at it at three domains: the physical, the cognitive, and the social development, psychosocial, socio-emotional, however you want it worded. Okay, looking how the body's changing physically as we age, because it does change. The senses change, the motor skills change, not only at birth, but all the way up until death. There's changes. Cognitively, there's lots of changes. What's happening mentally, how the brain is growing and shaping, all of that. And then emotionally, the personality, those social relationships, they change as we age. So the normative approach is looking at what is normal development. We look at those developmental milestones, what children are hitting, what individuals are hitting at those time frames that most people are hitting. When children are walking, when children are crawling, what age children are hitting adolescence, what age people are getting married. All of those developmental milestones have an impact on what we deem to be appropriate. And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your child if they don't hit those. It just kind of is a wake-up call, or just not a wake-up call, but just kind of an alert to let you know, hey, there could be an issue that we may need to work on. For instance, crawling. Crawling is very important for the child. It lateralizes the brain, builds coordination, builds strength so that they can pull up. The brain can start functioning. They can start talking from all of that. Now, if their child doesn't crawl, that doesn't mean there's nothing wrong. There's something wrong. My child didn't crawl. He super intelligent in first grade reading at a third and a half grade level. Math is at almost a second grade level. Super intelligent, but didn't crawl, didn't pull up. Okay. We have some gross motor development or gross motor delays because we didn't do these things. It's not an intellect issue and it's nothing wrong with him. It was just a cue to say, hey, we may need to go to occupational therapy. We may need to do something different so that we know what is going on and we can get him to where he needs to be. Biological milestones are universal. Social milestones are going to vary across different cultures. We have continuous development and discontinuous development. Now, these two are really just kind of like your nature versus nurture controversy. Some psychologists believe it's one way, other psychologists believe that it's another, and so you just kind of have to make your decision. Neither is right or wrong. Some people believe it's both. Okay, continuous development talks about that it was just kind of in you and it gradually improves or exists. Okay, so if you look at this here, it's a nice straight line, meaning that as we kind of need it, it surfaces from what we need and what we go. So like your height, it just kind of increases each year until it stops. Over here, discontinuous, it's specific ages and times. And so one can't happen until the other happens. And you have to have some type of growth and change or development that's going to get you there. And then that's whenever you'll be able to move to the next one. So it's not continuous. You have to experience different things to develop this in order to get there. So those specific times or ages, things have to happen. You're not going to walk until you have crawled and those specific kind of things.